first global, private, no government oversight, digital, rules-based monetary system the world has ever known. That's a big idea. And we think the total crypto asset market in 2030 will be valued at roughly $25 trillion. Right now, it's a little over $1 trillion. And we think that Bitcoin is going to be more than half of that.
2030년 가상자산 시장의 전체 가치는 25조 달러, 하나로 대략 3경 수준에 달할 것이라고 주장하고 있는 영상 속 인물은 돈나무 언니로 유명한 아크인베스트먼트의 CEO 캐시우드입니다. 아크인베스트먼트는 현재 SEC에 비트코인 현물 ETF 승인을 신청해둔 상태이고, 특히 캐시우드는 월가의 유명 인사들 중 그 누구보다도 크립토 시장에 많은 관심과 투자를 하고 있는 만큼 그녀가 바라보는 향후 가상자산 시장의 미래와 전망에 대한 디테일한 인사이트에 대해서 함께 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
I think we're going to see a serious move in. And what's interesting about that is the number of Bitcoin outstanding now is 19-ish million, and the maximum will be 21 million. If institutions want to move in, that's going to be a lot of incremental demand for not that much more incremental supply. So the only way to then do that is to bid the price up if they really want to be a part of that.
And we're a couple of minutes over, but your Bitcoin prediction at one point is $1 million a coin. Are you still a big believer in Bitcoin?
Yes, absolutely. Ever more so. First, global, private, no government oversight, digital, rules-based monetary system the world has ever known. That's a big idea. And we think the total crypto asset market in 2030 will be valued at roughly $25 trillion. Right now, it's a little over $1 trillion. And we think that Bitcoin is going to be more than half of that.
Do you have a prediction for this year or next year, 2024?
You know, we tend to be 5 years in our predictions. So the 5 to 7 year forecast is in base case would be 650,000, and then bull case would be about double that.
And you believe in crypto, Bitcoin so much because like one of the problems is a lot of those brokerages that you could buy Bitcoin through, Voyager, a few others went bankrupt, FTX, etc. How do people buy? How does the regular person buy Bitcoin, or is it you think that institutions are going to be the ones buying this Bitcoin stuff? And I ask because our whole digital asset day is all about this.
Yeah, I think institutions will be a big part of it. This is a new asset class, very low correlations with any other asset class, except at extremes in all markets. The correlations go to 1. So yes. And I think a Bitcoin ETF approval will help. I think judicial clarity, legislative clarity is all going to happen within the next few years. This is an election year issue. I already know some young people who have switched their allegiance when it seemed like Elizabeth Warren was going to lead the Democrats into the anti-crypto world. I know of some young individuals whom I never thought would change their allegiance, shifted from Democrats to Republicans. Now it's becoming a little more bipartisan in the legislative branch, and I think it is because it's becoming an election year issue. And so you can't be on the wrong side of young people and win an election. Yeah,
that is awesome. So just two last questions. So Coinbase is still one of your largest holdings in the crypto space. Yes. You believe in Coinbase still? Like big time?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We think it's going to be the institutional on-ramp. It signed the deal with BlackRock, and I think that was a very big deal in terms of Larry Fink. Larry Fink is now all about Bitcoin, and so it's getting much more institutional focus. You will remember there was a time when Larry Fink said Bitcoin is environmentally a menace. And I don't think he's talking about that anymore, because actually Bitcoin is solving some environmental problems now that Exxon is putting Bitcoin mining machines into natural gas fields so that instead of flaring the natural gas, it can be used to mint Bitcoin. So and utility ecosystems are using it to in their solar ecosystems, when the sun's, created too much energy, it'll pour into Bitcoin mining and they can overbuild solar and wind. So, this is the convergence of technologies.